Time to turn the brain off. Heart rate's not responsive at all. When I stand up, I basically have to sit down. Oh my God. Oh God, I gotta move. I feel dizzy. Oh my gosh.
What would happen if you did a 20-minute FTP all-out test every single day for 7 days? Yeah, an N=1 field test is exactly what I decided to do all last week, and I'm finally recovered enough to actually do a video about it. Would you get better? Would you get slower? Would you stay the same? There was a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of mental strength that had to be tuned into, and I think some pretty cool data that we're gonna dig into. I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm going to do to measure my FTP. Basically, every day after a full day's work, I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna warm up 20 to 30 minutes, then I'm gonna do an all-out 1-minute effort to get my heart rate up, get my blood pumping, get my body moving, cool down for a couple minutes, then I'm gonna hit out 20 minutes, basically as hard as I can go to the top of a local climb, see what happens. And we're also gonna be using our Whoop band to be able to measure all of the things that went into my day. Overall strain, how much energy I put out, how well I slept the night before, and a bunch of other cool variables. I'm gonna take you guys through what I ate for breakfast, what happened in my life, the weather, pretty much everything that would happen over the course of a week, we're gonna try to cover here in this video. So let's stop lollygagging, let's get out there and make it happen. So breakfast is done. I made it in about 10, it actually took me exactly 13 minutes, but it's delicious. It's got scrambled eggs, bacon, avocado, and some cheddar cheese on some almond flour tortillas. We're gluten-free over here, so I gotta keep the gluten life strong. I'm gonna crush these, get ready for the ride, and see how we do here. The rain is holding out, so it should be a good day. I mean, it's not hot, which is good for this old off the couch body. I don't want to be taking on something that I'm already gonna have a hard time with and overheating. I realize that I should probably give some more details. I'm pretty much fresh off the couch with regards to how my fitness is. There's not a lot of fitnessing happening right now, but back in the day when I used to do tests like these, we did maybe 380s, 390s if I was good. Like I think if I went back and looked at the training diary, I would find that I did around 390 for 20. If we were on a good day, I would say 330 is what I'm shooting for. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna see what happens. I have no idea. It's worth a shot.
Ooh. All right, so the warm up is all done, about 25 minutes. Yeah, it's time to get into this first effort. "15 minutes in, 167 heart rate, 324 average watts. Oh man. Oh man, in the rain. Yeah, 40 degrees. I didn't do 20-minute efforts when I was racing. Oh God, I gotta move. I feel dizzy. Oh my gosh. Anyways, perceived exertion was how you would expect. 20-minute effort, super freaking hard, terrible pain everywhere in your body in the last, like, I want to say 5 minutes, but if I'm being honest, it was like 8 minutes. I didn't run out of ground, which I'm happy about. I thought I might be cutting it close with the 20-minute effort close to the house, but we executed that. Oh my gosh. Luckily, it's all downhill back home. All right, so day 2, captain's log. I did not sleep good last night. That's a fact. We've been working late nights, and I woke up this morning. My legs are sore from yesterday. My back's slightly sore as well. But yeah, the sun is shining.
I'm in shorts right now, but I don't think that I'm gonna be able to ride in shorts. Am I looking forward to this? Yes? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, we've got a 162 heart rate, 325 average, 8 minutes in. It's killing me. Okay, 14 minutes in, and 322 average, 162 heart rate. Holy shit. That was brutal. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. I just couldn't keep the power up. And the perceived exertion was like so much higher today. Not like through the roof, but I suffered badly in the last like 5, but the last 2-3 minutes I was really hurting to try to hit yesterday's power. 20 minutes is hard for me to focus too. I'm like doing these efforts, but 20 minutes is like so freaking hard. And I don't find the focus there. And I'm not listening to music. I'm just focused on the effort because it's so hard. And I don't like anything in my ears when I'm doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna get eaten by mosquitoes. I gotta move. Anyway, good day in the saddle. We'll live to tell another day and see what day 3 of the FTP stage race brings us. All right, so one thing that I can definitely tell is when I leave the house and I start riding and I can like just kind of put 230, 240, maybe even more on the pedals immediately. Then there's days like today when I roll out and I'm 179 watts out the door. Heart rate's responsive, but the watts are not. Okay, 10 minutes, almost 11 in, 323. I got a 160 heart rate. That's what I got for you guys. I'm doing everything I can to keep it at 320 watts average. Heart rate's not responsive at all. When I stand up, I basically have to sit down. Oh my God. I feel absolutely wrecked. It's weird, like I don't feel as effed as the other 2 days. Like I feel beat so much so that it's like impossible to actually, like it was impossible to dig harder than I digged, because even if I tried to, like I couldn't get my heart rate to respond, which is a normal training parameter that you would like to see. You would see this. It's not even disappointing, it's just what it is. This is like, I wish I could have gone harder. I wish I could have gotten a better number. I'm actually happy as hell that I like did get that. Let's see if we can get some good sleep tonight and come back out here tomorrow and actually lay down a real number. All right, so we're just leaving. I'm so delirious for this ride that I just looked for my water bottle for about at least 5 minutes, and I would be a little embarrassed to say it was longer, but it might have been. And my water bottle was in my back center pocket. I'm proud of the effort. I really am. I'm proud of that, even though it's not even close. I barely made it through the intersection, and I've made it, almost to the end of this road now. And I think you guys know this, but I'm tracking all this with my Whoop band, and I whooped like absolute crap the last 2 days. My promise to you guys is that I'm gonna sleep my face off tonight and hopefully wake up tomorrow feeling limber and ready to rock for a good day. All right, team, it's 10:51 and I'm walking my butt into bed right now. Yes, 10:51. That's 3 hours earlier than I went to bed last night. Fingers crossed. That leaves for a good day tomorrow. Good night. Hey everybody, it's day 5 of the FTP stage race. As you guys can tell, it's raining out again. I tried to leave it late today to see if I could get the rain to pass. It's not gonna pass.
This might be a video on mental strength and less on the n=1 part. But let's go. I gotta go because I'm also running out of daylight.
All right, this is my pre-ride to you guys. I slept all right last night. It's 58 degrees out right now and pouring rain. I got my whole setup going. I'm ready to friggin' crush this thing. I'm gonna absolutely smash this. I slept so much better last night. Showed you guys the time I was in bed, and I'm prepared. I'm focused. I'm gonna absolutely try to smash this 5th day of the FTP stage race. Oh my God. I had to shift down. Oh my gosh. It's weird, like 20 minutes isn't the worst thing you've ever done. Like an hour is obviously worse, but trying to do it max on the 5th day. Yeah. Get into bed early tonight. See what we get tomorrow. Day 6.
All right, guys, it is day 6 of the FTP stage race. Woke up this morning feeling like a new man. I don't know why. I've been sleeping much better a couple nights in a row, getting into bed, promising the FTP stage race that I would get into bed earlier, and I did. It's helped a lot, and I'm feeling so much better when I woke up this morning. Yesterday was back like in fighting range, feeling like I could fight again, and then today definitely in the green on the whoop. So we know that we're gonna crush it. It's about 65 degrees today. The sun was shining all day. Did a bunch of house projects, restained some furniture. Like, yeah, we were out here. We were in the sun. So all things stay consistent. Doing this in the evening. It's about 6 p.m. right now. I have a good feeling about today. My legs, I don't know about my legs, but my body, my mind, my, mind, body, all that feel really good today. So excited about what's gonna happen here. Hopefully you guys can hear these bees buzzing. Let's do it.
Today, my heart rate out the door is very responsive. I'm riding at 130 right now, and my average is also 130. My average watts with zeros is almost 250. The difference, I whooped terribly on that day when I was doing 180, and today I whooped in the green. So this has been a trend that I've seen pretty consistently throughout the last year and a half, 2 years riding with this thing, is that some days I hit the green and I feel literally no pain. I can go out and for whatever reason, I can push it as hard as I want for as long as I want. And it's crazy. Like, I'll wake up, I'll be like, okay, we're in the green, and then as sure as the sun comes up in the morning, my watts, perceived exertion, and everything is completely different. It's wild. It really is wild that it knows. All right, we're climbing. 15 minutes in, 339, 165 heart rate. I gotta focus. Man, this is just amazing. So cool. Just like the responsiveness of my heart, the lower overall like heart rate. Like I didn't even hit as high as the other days. My heart rate was only like 172, 170 something max. Didn't go up to like 176 or 177 like we had been seeing. I was able to push overall like a lot harder. The entire thing was a lot harder. And the perceived exertion is just so much lower. I don't even really feel like I went hard, which is incredible to think about. Like I feel like, and I'm not gonna do this, but that I could legitimately just go do that. Oh gosh. That I could go do that effort again if I wanted to. Like I could actually go down there and I could do a second one of those if I needed to. Like I said, I'm not going to do that, but that kind of is, 10 watts, 6 days in a row to go up 10 watts, not just anything, just in the middle of this, like pretty much untrained. I honestly think not only has my body gotten fitter from doing this, I think that just like the way that I've been sleeping and taking care of myself is a huge finding in this, that we're legitimately sleeping more, getting into bed earlier, taking better care of ourselves, we're seeing the HRV and all that stuff react. That is like, I think it's the coolest thing in the world. And I think you can probably tell by just like how pumped I am right now, because I am pumped about like what this has confirmed that I believed it for a long time. And yeah, it's all in the little details, but these new tools that you can use to like track stuff and teach you how to be better, it's just phenomenal. It really is phenomenal.
Okay, everybody, final day 7 of the FTP stage race. We're here. When I started this out, did not actually know if I would make it here. So you can imagine what the conversations with the crew at GCN is when you tell them that you want to do something, but you're not entirely sure that you're gonna finish it, and how that all went down. So I made it. The beautiful story of sleeping like $1 million and waking up the next day after yesterday's success, unfortunately, is not the reality of what's happened. I did not sleep badly. I just did not recover well. I obviously yesterday went really deep to be able to do that power. And even though I felt like invincible yesterday, my reign ended this morning. I'm definitely, I whooped somewhere down in the low or high 30s. So I'm in the yellow. What does that mean? It just means that I had a day where I felt sluggish and I had a lot to do around the house. So this is at the end of my day after, like I said, every single day I did a full day's work, and then I did this. Just like if I was at a day, doing my workload, and then I came back home and I had to go out and crush a 20-minute FTP test. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do it like a pro, 10 a.m. every day, boom, boom, boom. No, I wanted to do it after like a full day's work. So let's get out there and do this. Boo! All
right, 11 minutes exactly. 323 average, 158 heart rate. Yeah, just hurting today. I feel like I'm pedaling squares. I am so happy to be done.
All right, guys, that is what a week of FTP tests looks like. For me, I really tried to model this around what a regular person would do. They'd go to their work, they'd have their day of emails and doing stuff with all of their people, and then they'd come back and they'd go out for their 20-minute super hard session. I tried to do as best as I could to model this around a real life scenario. So on Monday, April 27th, I was able to whoop a 94% to kick this thing off the way that you want, in the green, ready to rock, to be able to put out my best performance and set that high baseline. I had an HRV of 62, meaning your heart rate variability, the milliseconds in between each consecutive heartbeat. My resting heart rate was right where I wanted it at 44. That's what I've had my entire life. I was ready to rip on this day. Although I wasn't super fit, I was still really, really good. Then you move on to Tuesday, April 28th. I'm feeling the effort a little bit more here. My HRV down slightly at 41, resting heart rate up at 47, and the amount of sleep that I got was 6 hours and 20 minutes. You look at what numbers they break out at. I had a slow wave sleep cycle of 1 hour and 23 minutes, and I had 1 hour and 14 of REM. When you move on to the next day, my numbers get even more interesting. On Wednesday, April 29th, I had an HRV of 33, down from 41 the day before. My resting heart rate still pretty high at 47, so my body doing some work. I was only able to get 6 hours of sleep, which is what you can see. My REM sleep was only 45 minutes, and my slow wave sleep cycle only got 1 hour and 35 in that zone. Definitely hurting on Wednesday. Unfortunately, the feeling that I had from Wednesday carried into Thursday as well. You can see that the slow wave sleep cycle that I had only 1 hour and 37 minutes. My REM cycle was 1 hour and 30 minutes. I had 7 hours and 15 minutes in bed, and my HRV again stayed at 33, resting heart rate at 46. So we're seeing my resting heart rate maybe getting a little bit closer, getting a little bit more on top of the efforts from the other days, but I definitely had started sleeping a lot more, and that allowed me to get ahead. So on Friday, May 1st, I was able to see my HRV start trending upwards, getting back to 36, up slightly from the days before at 33. Then my resting heart rate was back right where I would like it at 44.
The sleep that I was able to get, 7 hours and 26 minutes. I was able to get an hour and a half of slow wave sleep, and I was able to get almost an hour of REM sleep, which definitely helped as we led into Saturday. Now, back in the green, able to really start to feel this power coming back, but I was able to modify what I was doing. I was able to sleep more and really take Saturday by the horns. It's a beautiful day on the weekend. I was so excited to be able to get out there. I had a HRV of 48. I could feel the springiness in my legs when I rode out the door. My resting heart rate was 44, right where I like it and right where I know I'm in good. I only needed 6.5 hours of sleep, but when I woke up, boom, I felt like $1,000,000. That's coming from the slow wave sleep that I had, where I put in almost 2 hours and 15 minutes. I had an hour of REM sleep and I was ready to rock. I put out my best numbers on this day. On Sunday, I was able to do a decent day of sleep. I was able to get 7 hours almost. My slow wave deep sleep was 1 hour and 40 minutes. My REM cycle only 40 minutes. So thankfully, I didn't remember all the pain that I inflicted on myself, but I didn't have my best day. I was able to hang on to it. HRV very low at 31, probably recovering from the days before. My resting heart rate though, staying at 44. So I think just probably feeling that fatigue from the hard effort that I put out on Saturday, not fully able to recover. But if you look at what happened on Monday, I was back at a 60. And then yesterday, I was at almost 97%, getting back up to the 65 HRV range. And with all the tech that we have at our fingertips in this day and age, whether it's a recovery and strain tracker or a power meter or GPS unit, we have so many cool ways to be able to keep us on task and on point. I hope you guys learned something from this. I certainly did. I feel like I really was able to test this, push myself to the max, learn a lot about myself, and learn about what will help me have a better performance out on the bike. If you guys learned something, let us know down in the comments. If you've ever done 7 FTP tests, let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. All right, I gotta shift, so I gotta get off, put my phone down, and my arm is like tired. I've got this thing on my head. People see me on the road, they're like, what are you? I'm an alien, a GoPro alien.